What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Advantage Player Workshop. Today is Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. In this video, we're going to just do some commentary over just a simple throwing session that we did yesterday. And we're going to use this as an example to talk about a couple of topics about tracking your own throws, tracking the pips on the dice for whatever set that you're using, and use this as your part of your routine. And if you're really serious about improving, I strongly suggest you get a camera, like I've mentioned before, and record your rolls. You don't need to make them public or anything, or put them on YouTube or anything like that unless you really want to. But at first, I would certainly start out doing it just like this. You don't have to do commentary. You just pick the dice up, and you go through as many sets as you've got, and you do it 2 or 3, 4 rotations at a time, setting it a particular way without changing it necessarily, and going back and re-watching it, and then re-entering it either into a notebook or a spreadsheet or whatever. And the purpose of doing this is to be able to spot those patterns in the dice based on the way that you're throwing them, the way that where you're landing them, what's your target line, what all angles are you using, if any. And you really cannot get to the deepest level there is, or the highest level there is in dice control or dice influence, or whatever you want to refer to it as, until you fully understand what dice is doing what. And I don't mean 100% of the time. Obviously it's going to take a while for it really to sink in. A lot of people, when they first get started, they don't even realize it exists, right? And then as they learn a little more, they realize, oh, okay, the set, that there's something to the set. And then they realize, okay, well, the set makes a difference when I throw it a particular way or I hit a particular spot. And you kind of learn this incrementally. It's not like the big bang, like the light bulb goes off. I'm sure there's a little bit of that, but it's really more of a deeper understanding of it all. And it happens little by little. And the next thing you know, one day you really have a firm grasp and maybe as close to mastery as you possibly could be. Are there masters out there? I'm sure there are. Do you know it when you've hit the master level? Maybe, maybe not. Are there a lot of people that think they're masters that might not quite be? Absolutely, I'm sure of that.
6, 4, 10.
And so we try to stay humble in that way, even though I may jest here and there about this is perfect, that's perfect. It's all in fun. This is really for entertainment and education. But, the only way that you can really master it or attempt to come as close as you can is by using all of these techniques and these methods that we try to display in this channel. Because, in the end, we're really just trying to improve our own game, and that's part of it. So if you look at some of these throws in here, especially in the beginning, we're using that 1-1-4-4 set. 1's on top, 6 is on bottom, 2s are on the inside, 5s are on the outside. And as I've said many times, depending on how I'm throwing them and what I'm attempting to do and using angles and all that stuff, it allowed me to get to certain numbers consistently. And in this one here, I wasn't necessarily thinking about doing anything specific as I was trying to repeat the throw, repeat the action, repeat the target, repeat the landing. And when you do that and you get yourself into that groove without thinking about all the stuff on the periphery, look how I landed that 6 over and over and over. Now, in the end, of course, it resulted in a couple of 7s, but, when you dial up the right set, and what we found for this particular set is it's really good for hitting 4s, 5s, 9s, and 10s. And when you get into that groove, right, it doesn't matter if you don't have these super long rolls. Of course, we would all want them, but just because you didn't get it doesn't mean it can't pay off. That particular set's good for 4, 5s, 9s, and 10s. Well, those pay far better than the 6s and 8s, right? So, yeah, we hit some 8s. We hit a bunch of 9s. I think we hit a couple of 10s. I didn't keep exact count for this voiceover, but I want you to hope you enjoyed this video. We tried to play around with some of the other editing tools and overlays and sound background and all that stuff. We're just trying to improve in that area as well. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our website. We're always making new things. If you'd like to join our inner circle, please click the button and leave your information. We will be in touch and tell you what that entails and what you can get out of it and how we can all grow from there.